My name is Dr. Mina. Indeed, what God cannot do does not exist at all, at all, at all. I'm doing this video from Seychelles, one of the East African countries, and that is because God's love for me has been so amazing. So I will say that a few weeks ago, I had a call that I have been nominated by one of the United Nations agencies to participate in a program in Seychelles. And I'm like, God, is this real? I switched it off. I said, no, it's not. I don't think it's real. Will they just call somebody like that and then, whatever the process, they will. I mean, it was first of all unbelievable for me. It was like a shock. So I left it. The next thing I got a message saying, no, these are the processes, and prepare yourself and start getting ready to go. And I'm like, ah. And they say, okay, these are the things we're going to provide. Look at, they just sent what they call a note verbal, or kind of a note verbal showing everything. That is when it now dawned on me. I said, no, let me reply this email to see that it's a UN, email. So I responded, and I saw that it was a UN. I said, no, let me check, because you don't know, spammers and hackers, they can use anything. But I said, this is so authentic. So like you always say that in the midst of your joy, we will not experience sadness. So after I'd finally said, yes, this is you and this is real, and I have to make sure that I follow the rules according to how it was laid down. So I said, okay, let me respond to say yes and hear what they will say. So while I was still basking in the euphoria that I have an opportunity to visit Seychelles and see how I can impact and then transform from that end, the next thing I just heard a global announcement. Boom! Nigerians have been banned from going to Seychelles. I'm like, I'm not sure I heard well. I'm not sure I heard well. Say Nigerians have been banned. Nigerians have been banned just like that. No pre-knowledge, no information, nothing. I said, my God, all your promises, they will manifest. All. No one will be missing. No one. The time to rejoice is now. I joined NSPPD like 2021, and since 2021, my faith has been, boosted in a lot of ways. Even though I attend fellowship from my church and I come in and say, okay, I'm going to participate, in NSPPD. Since 2021, different kind of miracles at different levels the Lord has been doing for me, and I've been reporting to. So I now said, okay, let me follow through. And then 24 hours to departure, I still had the faith that I will be able to make it. No, 48 hours to departure, I still had the faith that I'll be able to make it, that I cannot miss it. So I was keeping tabs with our daily service. I was following through. I said, even at that time, they were so serious. They were going on and on about banning Nigerians, that they can't come into the country. They can't. And in fact, Nigerians that were already in Seychelles at the airport were turned back. People that were already doing legitimate work were sent back. And I said, this is what? Why Seychelles? The devil is a liar. Why Seychelles? Okay, so at that point, I said, okay, no problem. 48 hours to departure, with all faith, because the UN team were still consistent. They were talking about, okay, we'll book flight, you will get this, we'll get that, we'll get this, we'll get. I said, okay, no problem. I was doing it as if I did not know that it was a very serious ban. I said, no, this ban, it does not cover certain people. There are people that are affected by this ban, definitely not people under this NSPPD author of fire at all. We no send. So why? So at that point, I said, okay, let me prepare. So 48 hours. It was 48 hours to the journey that I got another information. No, you cannot go into Seychelles, especially if you don't have a GOP, or if you don't have a visa, or if you don't have. I said, but they said it's visa less. And I said, no, that you need to go to visa. What? 48 hours, oh, mind you, 48 hours, because if you change flights, you are talking about thousands and thousands of dollars that have been invested in it. I said, okay, what are the procedures? They showed me the website. Pew, I went in. What are the things? I was running from one pillar to post, from one bank to the other, to make sure I got the right documentation. I filled in the right documentation. I put everything in, just towards the end of the day, that was when Papa had that is 24th, so I filled in everything and I needed to fill it and I submitted. Okay, I submitted the document, and it told me clearly that yes, the documents have been received, the documents are complete, we're going to get back to you, we look forward to seeing you in Seychelles. So the next thing I got a message, so what country? I said Nigeria. Pum! In less than 2 minutes, I got denied, access denied. I said, wait, I'm not understanding. I said, yes, I'm Nigerian. I got another email again. I got 4 denials in a span of 30 minutes with my evidence. I have evidence of those denials. In 30 minutes, it's like they were saying this woman is not hearing what we're saying. No, it's like she's not hearing. They sent the first one. I said, no, I'm a Nigerian, but they said, talk with our live chat. I said, well, I've submitted, and they said everything was okay. The next email again, denied. Hey, the next email again, approval denied. I said, no. I mean, you said everything is okay. 4 denials, immigration. I said, no way. I was mad. I carried the phone, the service of the 24th. I put my phone on top. I said, I am almost supposed to be at the airport. The denials came on the day of travel. On the day of travel. My travel is I'm supposed to be at the airport at 4 o'clock. Denial came, 4 denials at 11 a.m. And I'm like, this is not happening. I said, get me car, I'm going to the airport. They said, but you have to have because without this thing, you can't even pass Nigerian airports, talk less of being airborne. I said, I will get it. I carried my phone. I put on the NSPPD prayer for that day. And Papa was blasting. So that denial got, there shall be a reversal. There shall be a reversal. In 1 hour's time, there shall be a reversal. There shall be a reversal. I didn't want, I was vexed in my spirit that such a thing can happen. At that time, I put that phone, I said, I'm talking. I said, yes, but I say, amen. And I was so like sure I would walk to Seychelles, by foot if it gets, because it had to be proven that indeed what God cannot do does not exist. He has promised me. This is the past. Okay. So I was on my way to the airport. I'm telling you, I went to the airport without a visa, without a document, without anything. The only thing I went with to the airport was faith. I only used faith to the airport. Have you seen somebody going to the airport, you don't have anything? I went to the airport and they asked. So when I went to the airport, they said, you're coming now. If you're going through Lufthansa, you need transit visa and all that. But even all those ones are not important. They were saying, all we need to see is your permit. I said, which permit? They said, we need to see your permit. As at that time, they were talking about permit, that anybody traveling to Seychelles must provide that permit. In my mind, I was laughing. I said, I'm in the permit too. Because I don't know how I'm going to show you permits that I've not yet seen. I'm still battling with those people to say, I'm not denied. So when the man said, okay, so when I'm ready, I should show them the permit, and then they can see how they can sort out the procedure and all that for the flights and all those things. I said, and time was already going. Flight that was supposed to leave at 8, I was already talking about looking for permits. Just when Papa said it, 1 hour, you get. As the man was talking, say, until you're ready, when you're ready, you bring the thing. Boom! I had email alert. When you get that kind of email, it's just like when you get a credit alert. It sounds differently. So when I got that email, my mind just said, hey, could this be the email? I just opened my phone. And there and then, I saw approved. Visa approved. Boom, stamp, everything valid. They put it there, valid. I don't know how to show the picture. It said valid, everything approved, everything I was just there. I was like, no. They say, how will you shout at the airport plane. I said, I just looked at it and said, God. So I jumped. And the airport man was like, what is happening? I said, you won't understand. But tell me what you need. I'm ready for you. So he said he needs the permit. I said, okay, but permit is not a problem. I showed him the permit. Immediately, oh, so you won't have the permit? Why were you wasting time? I said, I just wanted to be sure. I showed him the permit. He said, this is exactly what they want. So let's sort out the ticket. And the next thing, we sorted out the ticket and all that. And then I flew. But the point is that fly was one thing. At every stop, two things came to play, that I'm a Nigerian and I'm going to Seychelles. I'm a Nigerian, they say Nigerians are not allowed in Seychelles. They're going to turn you back. They're going to turn you. I said, but I have all what is required. Why? I reached Doha, the same thing. I reached Dubai, the same thing. Even when I landed Seychelles, I don't know if they didn't think we understood English. Immediately I landed Seychelles, I reached the immigration desk. They were talking amongst themselves that it looks like she's a Nigerian. They said, check. They asked me, where's the passport? I brought it out. They said, she has a Nigerian passport. What should we do? They said, well, check her. Make sure that she have everything. So they check. Ask. She has everything, and let her go. Then let her go. She's, she's on the... as I just let her go, I was keeping quiet because I was waiting for something to happen. And it just happened. I just said, let her go. Just stamp. Boom! Stamp. Enjoy Seychelles. My mind, I was like this ambassador of Christ. That whatever it is I've said to about Nigerians, I may not be able to change everything. But one thing I know is that I'm going to hold my head high and say, indeed, as an NSPPDian, what God cannot do does not exist. I'm here to make a statement, a loud statement, that children of God are immune to certain things. You see, when there's a casting down, there's a lifting up. For children of God, I was amazed. I got into Seychelles. I looked again. I pinched myself. I said, is this the Seychelles that they say Nigerians cannot, fresh from the oven, and Nigerians they are not allowed to step in. I say, even those on legal work had their own constraints. So I entered Seychelles. I raised my hands, I was praising, I was thanking God, I was saying, is this Seychelles for real? Is this Seychelles for real? And I'm like, okay, it went on, and at the end of the day, I said, God, may the oil on your head not run dry, Pastor. Oh, Pastor Jerry and the team, everybody, even as I was doing service today, we're talking about, in fact, I was relating to all the testimonies. And I said, I will not. Papa said, do that video now. Now. I said, it's not me that will catch you. I'll do my video right now. My brethren, I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. Irrespective of all that has happened, the Lord proved himself faithful, because I know one thing is for sure. He does the impossible for his children. What God cannot do, it does not exist. Thank you.